Good morning, happy Wednesday. 8 o'clock snuck up on me today. I was knee deep in getting some other things ready. I'm getting ready for a workshop at Square Pear Gallery this weekend, Sunday and Monday, and I can't wait. So I've been busy getting ready for that. Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Hi, Susie. Hi, Catherine. Good morning, Marie. Welcome, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day. I love Valentine's Day. Always fun. And what I'm going to paint today, let me show you here. Happy Valentine's Day, Carol Ann. Oh, I want to write to you about something. I have to remember to do that today. I've painted this before. This is a lollipop that I bought at market years ago. I love to paint this. I've probably painted this a dozen times and I never get bored with it because I love all the colors. I love the shape. And I've yet to ever find anything quite like it. Like even at the same stand where I bought it, they don't have lollipops like this anymore. I love that it's like in a wrapper that doesn't have like stickers on it. Like, you know, it's just perfect. And it's perfectly imperfect. Love that. This looks a little crooked, doesn't it? I was kind of getting ready in a hurry this morning. I was writing a blog post. I am so not a writer. I keep trying to be. Always trying. That's how you learn though, right? Is to always try. Okay, so I need like all the colors. Red, green, purple, orange, yellow. I think I've got my colors out here. It's just such a happy little heart-shaped lollipop. So let me put you down here. Oh, I didn't turn my light off. I was trying to accomplish too many things today. How's that? Is that okay? Yeah, you see my big messy thing. I got this. I bought this at Target the other night. They have these little cups and they fit in this bigger. I had some of these larger ones, but I had the tiny ones. Like, this is so organized for me. These are the paints that I need to take to my workshop this weekend. And I'm just tickled that I'm organized enough that I kind of have my blue. Like, never. My paints are usually just in a big pile. Good morning, Anita. So, yeah, I'm quite proud of that and excited about it. All right, so I don't know if I'm going to do my background quite as... Oh, my palette's a little dirty here. Let me clean this off. I was working on a big painting yesterday and I get messier than normal when I'm doing that. That background is pretty. I have a little bit of, let me open this up. This is my liquid. I have yet to figure out a new medium that I love, so I've been using my liquid even on a large painting, which is a little tricky because I have a great big one to start, and I think that my paint will dry too quickly, but we'll see. You can see what I'm doing. So that's a little too blue, and I really want to use black, so I'm going to put a little bit of purple in there, I think, because that'll make it much darker. And this could be just as colorful as could be. All right, so that's like for my shadow color. And then let's take some of that, lighten it. Oh, isn't that pretty? Purple's such a dominant color. The background of my reference looks very blue. I don't know if I'm going to end up with it being that blue, but maybe I will. Might as well just keep it all kinds of colorful, right? So now I'll do blues since I really need blue. And that blue is actually, I would say that's a little bit more, let's see what I have here. Whoops, I'm going to drop that. Phthalo blue. I'm going to put some phthalo blue out. Kind of that bluish, what is it, a bluish green? I'm not even sure. It's definitely phthalo-ish. Yep, that's what I'm needing. gosh, years ago, I was writing a blog post today and thinking I would have never envisioned that, I would ever be doing this, teaching and painting. Years ago. And I already forget what my thought was. Never mind. Oh my goodness. I'm already forgetting stuff, and what time is it? 8 o'clock in the morning? I need a sip of my coffee, I believe. Maybe that's what my problem is. Good morning, anybody who's joining. I'm doing a fun little Valentine's painting. Oh, my green's a little dried out. Let's see if this is... I need a little bright. I have this cadmium green light. I'm going to put a little bit of that out. Good morning. How are you, Rob? Yeah, that's much better. That's what I needed. Green and maybe a little bit lighter. So anyone doing anything fun for Valentine's Day? I don't know. I don't know if I am. I feel like, and the best part of Valentine's Day is like flowers. I love flowers, but I didn't buy myself any because I feel like they're more expensive at Valentine's Day. Is it only roses that cost more, or is it all flowers that do? So maybe right after Valentine's Day, I'll buy myself some flowers. As Miley Cyrus says. Oh, Ellen, Hershey Hotel Spa, lucky you. My gosh, that will be amazing. I don't know that I've ever been there. I mean, I've been to Hershey Hotel, but not to the spa. That will be so fun. Are you going with your daughters? That is such a fun thing to do. I'm going to lighten that, but I don't have yeah, that's good. And I need to go pink and red, and yellow and orange. I don't need a lot of variations of each color. Yeah, next time Carol Ann and I want to come along, Ellen. It's a little red. Ooh, that's so pretty. I'll lighten that just a tiny little bit with this. Here now with my husband, kids gave us, oh my gosh, Ellen, what a fun Christmas gift. That's so thoughtful. Very fun. Are you going to dinner in that circular dining room? I haven't eaten there since I think I was in, I don't know, probably 20 years ago, 30 years, no, probably 30 years ago. I do love that little Iberian lounge there. It's fun. I go there with friends sometimes at Christmas. All right, that's good. And I need some yellow. Orangish yellow, and then I'll go to yellow. Whoops. There's something about like the color palette, and I just can't get enough of. Like I'm itching to do a painting with all the colors. And then I need whites, really, and grays. I love that with the colors showing through with the yellow in the middle. Isn't that pretty? A background color. Maybe a little bit of this Video Blue Extra Pale that I love. And maybe gray that just a little bit, this color I have here. So I need some grays for where the cellophane where you can see through to the background. And white. Did I miss anything? I don't know. We'll see, right? What a fun palette that is for Valentine's Day. All right, I'm ready to start. Good morning, Sherry. All right. I filmed myself yesterday doing a big painting, which I keep wanting to do. I could put on my YouTube, but now I have to edit it. Ugh. I wish I enjoyed doing that part of it. Yeah, it's always like making the thing is usually the fun part, and then when it comes to having to like put it all together, I get kind of bored with it and stop, which is terrible. But it could happen. You know, on a whim, I decided to do it, so I wasn't really very prepared. But I forget even why I started to talk about that. Did you film this Instagram on your phone? Oh, Jennifer, yeah, I'm on my phone right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's much easier. I just need a little red in there. For orange. Yeah, I don't mind doing it with my phone. I wish I had a second phone. I think that would make my life a whole lot easier. Because, you know, I have a camera. Well, my daughter actually has it. But I have a DSLR camera. But then, you know, that's a whole nother thing to figure out. Like, I know how my phone works really well. Like, I don't want to learn anything else. It's purple, like here. Let me get a little purple. Gosh, purple's such a dominant color. Oh, Brenda, it is. It's such a fun reference. I said I took this photo years ago. It's a little piece of candy that I got at Market, Central Market. Oh. Hi, Susie. How are you? So I'm just putting down my transparent layer of colors. I need green. Did I eat the lollipop? No, I don't think I did. Do you take tons of reference photos to use one day? Oh my gosh, Brenda, you have no idea. It's a little bit of an obsession. I have hundreds and thousands of photos on my phone. I take photos every day, and it's like I can't, especially peonies or things that I absolutely love. You know, usually I can go through and get rid of the outtakes, the ones that aren't my favorites. But when it's things like peonies, it's like any one of those could become my favorite, so I don't throw them away. Ugh. I am a bit of a photo hoarder. It's a bad habit. I guess I could have worse habits, right? It's looking a little wonky. So it is larger over here than it is over here. It's lighter at the top. I'm just thinking if I have it kind of, it's because I need to bring this down, I think. And then that's where this will help me feel a little bit more like I have things where it belongs. What a lovely live video, so inspired. to go paint. Oh, good. Maybe even live. I love you having the conversation. Yeah, I try. It is a little, I always say it's like, what is it, rubbing your belly and patting your head to be able to paint and read and teach. But I've been doing this for so long that I'm pretty good at it, I think. And I just love this, my little Wednesday morning group. I think I figured out I've been doing it for more than 5 years. Every Wednesday morning. I've taken a few off, but not many. Usually just when I'm maybe away teaching. So I have my workshop coming up at Square Pear Gallery this weekend, and I'm been knee deep getting ready for that. It's always exciting. It's like getting ready for the first day of school or something. Like I'm making little name tags, and they're for people that I haven't met in person yet. Gosh, it's fun. All right, that looks good, doesn't it? Yeah, it looks really good. I'm gonna let go. I'm gonna clean up my transparent colors here, my palette, so I don't get too much medium. It really takes almost no medium. I just like a little bit in my base layer. Keeps things kind of wet, and then I close it up and I don't use it again at all. Whoops. But I do want to use a little bit of my pigment sticks. These have gotten, I keep reading things about these pigment sticks, like not drying and how you shouldn't use them in serious artwork. Not that, my art's all that serious, but I sort of worry about it sometimes. I don't want to do a painting and then have something crazy happen because I use these pigment sticks. But I was reading about it last night, and I don't know. I love them. I don't use a lot of them. I only use it a little bit in my artwork, and I just love what it does. So I don't think I'm going to stop. Let's do this fun color. Where should we put this? All right, super fun. I would say I love this stage of the painting when it's really, really loose. Is your easel on an angle? How do you attach your paper? Oh, Kathy, it's a tiny little bit of an angle. Usually I prop it on here, but when I paint on the flat panels, I just tape it. So I put a piece of tape on the back side of my panel and then another piece of tape on top. So I see it's taped on there so that I can get to the bottom. Yeah, those pigment sticks are so much fun. Okay, now where's my brush? Right here. All right. Now's the fun part. I do feel like that is a little too purple. What am I going to mute that with? I need a little, I'm going to put this, just a dark, it's called shale, like a dark brown out here, because I just feel like it's, my purple for my shadow was too purple. I don't want my shadow, unless there's a reason for it. Usually a shadow is not a color that you could name. I think that's what's bothering me. How's your iPad so stable? It's just propped on here. See, it's just sitting on the ledge. I actually have a second one of these easels that I have packed to go to my workshop this weekend. Glad I have two of them. Sure, you're welcome. So, where's everybody listening from this morning? I got a lot of questions today. What kind of light do you use? I don't see any glare on your panel. Well, that's a tricky part. I have like a softbox light shining up toward my ceiling, and then I have another light right here. So I kind of, have my lights shining up so that they're not shining at, but I do see this light. See, that's right there. If I look, I need like a lighting team. Dubai, wow. I have friends that are going to Dubai in not too long. Yeah, lighting's always a challenge for me. Always, always. Okay, I need to get my wits about me here. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I usually go with my dark colors. It's a little trickier because this is a bit different. A lot of the values in this are the same. I almost feel like that's not even enough of the yeah, Bill's a couple doors down. Is Emerson watching? Michigan, Wizard Lake, Alberta. When you do visit, definitely say hello. Oh, I'm not coming to Dubai. My friend's son is coming, I think, to live there for a little bit. I would love to go there. Hi, Emerson. My little friend Emerson's watching. Holland, Chicago. What time is it in Holland? Let's do some of the red. Virginia. Best blue eyes. And this is a little more pink here. Get that pink that I mixed. Anita's in Reading. Ellen's in Florida. Good morning, Ellen. All right, need more red up here. Might need to lighten my red a little bit. Berwyn, PA. Marjorie, that's not too far from me. Me and my 6-year-old are watching from Berwyn. Nice. 6-year-old, that's so fun. New Jersey, Tina. Hi, Tina. Yes, I'm headed to Square Pear Gallery on Saturday morning to teach for a couple of days, so I'm excited about that. I'm getting all my last minute stuff together for that. It's very dark in here. I can make this dark and then just add highlights at the end, I think. Do you have favorite brushes? I sure do. Right now I'm using the Trekell Spectrum Bright 3000 Bright. That is what I'll be bringing to my workshop for everyone to use. And I also love the Rosemary and Company Eclipse Short. I have it right here because I need to do the background with it. Eclipse Short Flat number 12. But I can't find either one of these brushes that I love in a really big size. So that's always my challenge. Find something. Like I've got tons of brushes here that are big, flats. Look at this one. I haven't used it yet. Oh my goodness. So yes, I want this brush, but like this long. But I have yet to find it. They're all not quite right. They're either not stiff enough, or they're I don't know. They just don't feel right. I feel like I'm like Goldilocks trying to find the one that's just right.
Getting a paper towel here. I might do my background a little bit. I sort of feel that calling to me to put a little bit of background in there so that I can work a little bit on the wrapper. Now I'm just dragging my brush into the paint that was already there just to soften the edge, because when it's a shadow like that, the edge is soft where the shadow meets the background color. And I'll do the same thing over here. I gotta go over to where the lollipop stick is. Is that video blue pale? There's a little bit mixed into my white, Ellen. I do love that color. I haven't been using it as much lately as I used to. Not for any particular reason. I got a little bit of paint up here. I like to clean that off if I do that because I'll get it all over myself later. Really good at that. Anybody else get paint all over yourself? I usually have it on my face, especially when I do a large painting. I think I wear half the paint on me. So what's everyone having today? Coffee or tea? My coffee's almost finished already. I'm always disappointed when I get to the end of that in the morning. But never enough to make another pot. I just finish it up and wish for more, but I never make more. Anita says, oh yes, I'm messy. Too. I think that's part of the fun, though. Part of that childlike wonder of doing something like this is being allowed to be messy, right? All right, now I'm going to get my other brush back. Good morning, Madeline. How are you? Creative Brenda says, I usually paint acrylic. This makes me want to work in oils. Both are fun. I love doing both. I'm always doing acrylics like in my sketchbook, and I always itch to do that too, but you know, they both have their strengths. I mean, I love that acrylics dry quickly, but I also love that oil paint doesn't. What did I get right there? That's weird, isn't it? Yeah, I love to use both. Let me see. Just out of curiosity, are you sitting or standing while I paint? Judy, I sit. I stand when I'm working on a large painting, and I sit when I'm working on something small. I am a sitter by nature, but I do. Stand up for large paintings, mostly because I have to be able to get to the whole thing all at one time. Gosh, it's getting a little tight for me, isn't it? Oh, well, it happens. Ellen's having hazelnut coffee plus mushroom coffee in the same cup. How long will this painting take to dry roughly? Roughly, I like to say, I like to give it
like a month to dry. Like when I sell them, I'll put that in my notes that I won't ship it until like a month passes. But sometimes a little more quickly than that. Depends on so many factors, like how wet the air is in your space, how warm it is, different kinds of paint dry at different speeds. Like there's so many variables that make things dry more or less quickly. So, but yeah, I like to give it a month. And large paintings, I like to give longer than that to dry, which is really hard to wait that long. Coffee. I've been busy with watercolor, looking forward to oils again. Yeah, oils are so delicious to paint with. But I like all the things. I like watercolors too. I think I'm going to watercolor with Emerson today. I think so. I have some cool metallic watercolors that I bought that I want to play with. I'd say I kind of learned painting with watercolors before anything else. I did that more in college. Judy says, you spoke of lightening your red. That is hard for me. How do you do that without it ending up pink? Well, usually if I mix in like a little bit of like a different red, or I would use a lighter red. There are reds, like I didn't lighten my red, did I? But let me play with this just to see what this does. So I had this color out and I didn't, I'm going to drop everything. Hold on a minute here. I had this color and I thought about seeing what it would be like. It wasn't this. I think it was vermilion. No, wait 1 second. Sorry. I went off task tonight, but I do have time. I'm not behind schedule. But where did I put that vermilion? I had it out. And I know it's a thicker color, but it's like a lighter red. So I have lots of, oh, here it is. All right. So let's do this. Good morning, Jackie. I'm going to put this down. Whoop. I lost you. How am I going to do this? I can't quite get it, but you could see. So this is a red. This is a lighter red. This is vermilion. I'll put a little bit of it out here. So see how this is like a darker red? This is a red I was using before. I think it's this ruby, Vasari's ruby red. And this is vermilion. So that's a brighter, lighter red. It is hard to change reds because they do go pink if you mix white in with them. And even if you mix pink in with them. You could try mixing in orange, but then that'll change like the temperature of it, usually make it warmer. But I'm going to use this since I put it out here. I think vermilion's a kind of an expensive color. But yeah, that's kind of really nice. And then I need this red to go a little darker right in here. Oh, I don't even think I put any of my greens. Did I do my greens? I need to do a little bit more of my greens. Then I can do my highlights. It's got highlights here, but I'll go back in with that. Hold my breath there. I have to soften that a little bit. Okay. So I think I could go in and play with my highlights now. I want a little more of my yellow right there. There's just a touch touch of a weird little bit of green in there. Just put that in, why not? And I'm looking in the mirror, in the camera. I think I need to go a little darker with my green. In here. Just looking, I needed a little bit more darker darks. A couple of the areas just to give it a little bit more of oomph. All right, I think that's good. Now I can put my lights in. It's these little highlights that make all the difference of making it look like it has that cellophane or whatever it's called, the wrapper on it. I guess it is cellophane. I'm still using the same big brush too. If I did a smaller one, I could probably get a little bit more detail in there, but I like to force myself to use the larger brush. I'm always trying to keep it loose. And this one's not very loose. This one's gotten kind of tight, but that's all right. That's its own journey. I always say, even when I do commissions for people, I always tell them, they all kind of go on their own journey. I don't always have control of how they turn out. I mean, I can certainly try to make it look like something, but... it's picking up a lot of that orange underneath there. I might just take this little thing and get rid of that. Hold on 1 minute. I'm going to take this little squeegee thing. Pull that back. It's just picking up too much of the color that's underneath there. So it didn't look right. So I just pulled away the paint. And now that I put the paint on there, it stays really, really white. That's what I wanted. Gosh, it's so quiet. I have to look to see if anybody wrote to me here. If you have any questions. No. Can't wait to see. Oh, Madeline says can't and waits to see those highlights. I love them. I have a lot of light coming in on me right now from the window. It's kind of hard to see. Is that distracting? Isn't that amazing? Yeah, I think that's amazing too, how it gives form. Those highlights just make it look like there's a wrapper on there. And do you see any other highlights that I'm missing? Missing like that. This has this little like indentness right there. think I'm at that point where I'm fussing with it and I'm not making it better. Unless you see something I missed. I think I do need a little definition right in here. Yeah, I needed that so you could see the swirl in of those colors. There's wrap on the stick. Yeah, I kind of I guess I could do a little bit of a shadow right. Here's. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Now's when I start to mess things up. Okay. She said, so you leave each piece contactless to dry for a month. That's a lot of space and being careful. I only used acrylics and watercolors, quick dry. Yes, it is. It is a lot of space. Yes, oils are definitely more challenging that way. Being careful of allowing them to dry. Like if I'm working on a larger piece, I will hang it in my home so that I can live with it and think about it for a while to make sure I don't want to adjust or change anything. Oh, I have so much light coming in that I can't see. It's a wonderful problem. I love it. I felt like the shadow needed to be a little more. But it is a lot to get them to dry. It's a lot of patience. I always say oil painting teaches me patience. That is for sure something I always need to learn more about. All right, I'm fussing with it and I'm not making it better. I always say that's when it's time to stop. Gonna sign it. And see what I missed. Beautiful. Thank you. Yes, it's on an thank you, Michael. It's on ampersand gesso board. Happy Valentine's Day, Barb. Okay. Got caught up with everything. So there's my reference image. And then there's my painting. And my very colorful palette. Now I have all these fun colors left. I think I need to do like a fun little abstract next. Maybe I'll post that when I'm finished. Yeah, Carol Ann says that's the secret to know when to stop. Oh my goodness, so much light I can't get away from it. There's that big painting I was working on yesterday. So thanks for coming and hanging out with me. I never have a problem with too much light in my studio, but today I do. It's the Valentine's light. Thanks for coming, hanging out. I will save this and put it on my YouTube channel. And if you're in my Inspiring Art group, I will see you at 11. So thanks for coming and hanging out, guys. See you soon. Thanks. Bye.